Hi everyone, my name is Dhruv Seni. I am your host for this session, and today we will be talking about a very interesting topic, that is integrations in Realize Operations Manager. As you all know, that Realize Operations is a monitoring and analytics tool which does the analytics of the data which it collects. So where is the data coming from? This data in Realize Operations is populated through the various integrations that we have done using the management packs. These management packs can be of Exchange, vRA, vCenter, storage devices, AD, etc. There are around 100 of management packs that are available in the market. These are basically the inbound integrations in which the data is coming into Realize Operations Manager. There is another kind of integration in which the data is going out of Realize Operations Manager. This data can be a report, an alert, or an email notification which is being sent to the mom layer or ticketing tools like Snow. Mom layer can be any tool which does the work of alert aggregation and deduplication. For example, MookSoft. These outbound integrations are done using the different plugins available in Realize Operations. These plugins can be SNMP traps, REST APIs, email notifications, etc. Don't get confused about them, we'll be talking about them in the later section of the video. So, we'll be starting from the very basic. What is a management pack? A management pack is a file with .pack extension which basically does three tasks. First, it collects the data from the target system. Second, it converts the data into a form which is feasible for Realize Operations to ingest. And third, it feeds the data into Realize Operations. You all must be wondering, from where do we get a management pack from? Some management packs like vCenter, vRA, vSAN come by default into Realize Operations, and other can be downloaded from VMware Solutions Exchange site. Some management packs are free as they are developed by VMware, and some are licensed separately as they are developed and maintained by third-party vendors like Blue Medora. Let's now move to the console to have a closer look of the integration. This is our lab setup of Realize Operation 6.7. Let's log in. This opens the home page. Navigate to the Administration tab and then to Solutions. This pane here lists out all the management packs that we have in our environment. We can see the management pack of vSphere, vSAN, vRA, vRB, etc. We can check the management pack version and the vendor, whether it is provided by VMware or any third party. We can also check the adapter status. If the management pack is configured properly, adapter status will show data receiving. At the bottom here, we can check the number of instances of any management pack selected. For example, if we have configured two vCenters to send data to Realize Operations, then we will have two instances here with their collection state and status. At this moment, no adapter has been configured, that's why it is showing blank. Collection status tells us that currently data is being collected by Realize Operations or not. Collection state tells us the state of the adapter instance, whether it is collecting, starting, or stopping. If you want to add a new one, which you have downloaded from the Solution Exchange, you can just click on the green plus icon here. Browse to the .pack file which you have downloaded and click on Upload. For now, we'll be configuring a pre-installed management pack of vCenter so that vCenter related data starts populating into Realize Operations. We will select the vSphere management pack and click on Configure. Provide a name, provide a description. Next, we will enter the IP address or the FQDN of the target vCenter. Remember, In production environment, we always configure using the FQDN of the target system. Next, enter the credentials of the target system. If you want to create a new set of credentials, then just click on plus green icon. Create your new credentials and click on OK. For now, we will be using a pre-configured set of credentials. At minimum, we need read writes on the vCenter server. This option of enable actions allow you to take action on the instance. So, if you want to perform some action on the vCenter instance, just click on enable. In advanced settings, we can select the collector or the collector group for the instance. Collectors specify which visualize operations node will collect the data from the configured instance. This concept is important when we want a particular instance to be collected from a particular vROPs node. For example, if we have a vCenter instance at a distance location for which we have deployed a RC, then you will want your remote collector should collect the data from that vCenter instance. For that, you will change the collector settings of the distant vCenter server from your default collector group to your remote collector. Each instance by default is collected by the default collector group, which contains all analytics nodes present in the cluster, that is, a master node, master replica node, and the data nodes. We can create a different collector group as well. Again, this depends upon the use case. Other options available here are auto discovery, which if set to true allow you to automatically discover any new object in the target instance. You can also configure whether you want to collect information related to distributed switch, VM folder, port group, etc. After configuring all these options, we will test the connection. Click on Test Connection. Certificate of the target vCenter will pop up. Cross-check it with your vCenter server and then accept it. The test connection is successful. Click on OK and then click on Save Settings to save the vCenter instance. After a minute or two, we can check the adapter instance here. The adapter status shows data receiving, which means vROPS is collecting the data. At the bottom, we can check the collection state and the collection status. Now, our next question should be, the collection has started, what all object type have been discovered? For checking that, we will move to the Environment tab, then to All Objects, and then to the vCenter adapter. Here, we can see the number of objects that have been discovered. If I click on any of those, we can see the number of instances. To check the data that is being collected, we can go to any vCenter object. For example, if I go to this host and select it, we will get the complete information related to this host. In the Summary tab, we get information related to the health, the hardware, its model, etc. In Alerts tab, we can check if any alert is generated. In the All Metrics tab, we can check for different metrics for this host. For example, if you want to check the CPU usage, then just search for it. Double click on it. We will be presented by a graph of CPU usage for this host. Similarly, we can check for other parameters like capacity and compliance. The data also starts to populate in dashboards. In this operations overview dashboard, the vCenter related values have started reflecting. Here, we can see the number of data center, clusters, host, VMs, the alert volume, top 15 VM experiencing CPU contention, memory contention, etc. Similarly, we can configure other management packs as well. The configuration may differ slightly. That's all for the inbound integration. Let's now focus on the outbound integrations. Let's move to the administration tab, then to management. Here we have the outbound settings. As I have told you before, that outbound integrations are used to send the data out of Realize Operations Manager. This can be done using the different plugins available. To add a new instance, just click on the green plus icon. Each plugin has some set of configuration associated with it. For example, if I select the REST notification plugin, I have to provide the target's URL, username and password, content type as JSON or XML, that is in which format the data will be transferred, its certificate thumbprint, which will be used for authentication purposes, and then just test it. Each plugin has almost the same sort of configurations. So let's study about them in detail. In REST API based outbound integrations, alerts are sent to the target system which is configured to accept REST calls. vROPs uses put or post REST calls to send the alerts to the target systems, which basically create a new alert or update an existing one. Alerts with its parameter like alert definition, object name, alert generation time, etc. are forwarded to the target system, where these alerts can be processed further for ticket generations, etc. SNMP Trap plugin is used when we want to forward alerts to an SNMP Trap server in the environment. Alerts are sent as a trap in response to a request from a network management system. A major difference between SNMP and REST-based plugin is that in SNMP, all the alert filtering has to be done at the destination site. Default port for SNMP Trap is 162. We can also configure different authentication protocols like SHA-256 and SHA-512. Management Information Base or MIBs, which is a collection of information organized hierarchically, are used to parse the alert fields at destination. The REST-based plugin and the SNMP traps are the two major types of outbound integrations. Other integrations include standard email plugin, which is used to configure the SMTP server, which will then be used to send mails of vROPs alert to the target mail IDs. We can also add a particular text message which we need to send along with the alert. Next, we have the log file plugin. This plugin is used to log alerts in a particular file in a vROPs node. So, as the alert generates, it will also be stored in a log file. Network Share plugin is used to send reports to a particular shared location. These reports can then be accessed from that location. Smart SAM plugin are used to send alerts to a specific target, that is the EMC Smart Server Assurance Manager. So guys, that's all for the integrations in vROPs. You will keep on learning new things as you will start working on it. If you have any questions, then just drop it in the comment section. Thanks for viewing and stay tuned to our channel for more on Realize Operations Manager.